President Ronald Reagan's Berlin Wall speech analysis. The 40th President of the United States visited Berlin to remember the actions of the past and what contribution the governance of North America made in relation to Germany. The main purpose of the speech is to show that people deserve freedom, and United States can always support them. Ronald Reagan mentions in his speech the Marshall Plan, which took place 40 years ago when the Second World War had finished, when the chaos, poverty, and hunger rates were extremely high. By describing this plan, the president shows that Berliners started their way of becoming free and independent. Ronald Reagan created a strong connection between Eastern Europe and the United States of America by conducting this speech. Berlin Wall speech has both strengths and weaknesses. Some citizens might see the President of the U.S. as a role model who is trying to help the nation, but others may constantly look for a catch. On the one hand, Ronald Reagan mentions that many great nations grew from the ruins, and citizens should take part in the creation of a better country. He believes that Berliners are able to return to their previous significance and rebuild the greatest nation in the world. On the other hand, the President of the USA used several phrases in German, and it might not be clear to those who do not speak this language. Moreover, the speaker took a chance to present the other nation like the Soviet from a negative side by analyzing the backward in the technological progress. This strategy may not be attractive to some viewers or visitors of the speech. The style of the speech is calm and straightforward. Ronald Reagan raised such problems as unstable communication between the East and the West parts of Europe, but how he presented this issue did not discuss or create world conflict. The call to action aimed at Soviet governance did not threaten freedom. The ability of the president to raise global problems without future negative consequences plays a significant role in this speech. Ronald Reagan managed to catch the attention of the audience, and when he was stressing out important points of the speech, listeners tried to support him with applause. The speaker inspires people's trust, and citizens can be sure that every sentence said by the President of the USA is correct and reliable. Openness plays an important role in public performances, and when ordinary people can attend those meetings, the connection between the nation and the government becomes closer. The speech of Reagan had many highlighted points, and the call to action was the most remarkable. For instance, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, is straightly forwarded to the governance of the Soviet Union. The greatest leaders of Western countries had always mentioned the problem of lack of freedom in Soviet countries, and it was important to raise this topic during every public speech. Also, the president stated the quote, "This wall will fall," beliefs become reality to show the world that the communication between countries and nations should not be tense. When leaders have a positive relationship with their colleagues, the world can become a better place. Ronald Reagan was a role model for many nations of the world, and his speeches influenced the leaders of other countries to conduct important changes.